keep it going. Just don't stop. Don't. All right, guys. Let's talk about drugs. You guys do drugs? Man in the front row. No, shakes his head. You? No, just a lot of people really don't do drugs. Oh my goodness. This is not good. This is like half my set. Come on, somebody just a woo. There's a hand. All right. This is for you and only you because you raised your hand. A fun thing to do with drugs. Here we go. You take NyQuil, and then like about 15 minutes later, when you start to get drowsy from the NyQuil, this is where it's on. You take DayQuil. What's gonna happen? You don't know. I do. I'll tell you. You're gonna start to get drowsy, obviously, from the NyQuil because that's what it does. But the DayQuil is gonna keep you awake. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna be in this weird type of dream state, but it's like real life. It's still real life. And so you're gonna have crazy, awesome experiences. And the next day, when you wake up, you're gonna call your friends and be like, "Oh my God, you guys! I had the craziest dream. You guys were all in it." And then your friends will reply, "No, that actually happened. We were all there. We went on a nature walk, and you decided to do this new thing you like to call quilling. And then you proceeded to hug every tree, claiming it was your brother, and that it knew you more than you knew yourself. And you also made a 1-hour walk turn into 5 hours. So, good for you. I'd recommend it to everybody. Honestly, it's super great. Always do it with a sober buddy, because you don't want to wake up the next day realizing that you've been kicked out of like 3 London drugs.
Been on Wikipedia a lot lately because I have nothing to do at work. That's my HR department. That's not a joke. And so what's always interesting about certain Wikipedia articles is they have like citation needed somewhere near the bottom. It's always interesting because that means that somebody's like reading these articles. I'm going to sit here because I'd imagine they'd sit when they'd read the articles. And they'd read it, okay, yeah, cited, good, all right. And they'd take notes, just written notes, I don't know why. I'm making this character up as I go along. All right. And then they get to a spot that's not cited and be like, "What? No! You can't say that! You can't say," and assuming that the article is like the 90s cartoon show Cat Dog, like you can't say that they were nominated for the Blimp Award at the Nicktoons Teen Choice Awards in 2001. You gotta cite that. I got one person to agree. How do you convey sarcasm if you can't even talk? Like, I think this guy knows where I'm going. So if I was like talking to my girlfriend, I was like, "Of course you're prettier than Emma Watson," which like nobody is. So she'd get mad and break up with me, which is what happened. Like, how do I do that if I can't do that intonations with my voice? Like, like if I just had sarcasm, like if I was trying to convey it to a friend who was deaf on a really like shitty weather day, that has been a nice day, like sarcastic, it was a great day outside, how would I do that? Because they can't hear that. So the sign for it, I believe, is something like this. That means great day, like sunny day. But if I'm supposed to be sarcastic, do I just make a weird face and just go like, "Sunny day"? Hello? No! Those are the questions I ask myself because my life is falling apart. Honestly, I've been trying to clean out my life though, for reals. So on Twitter, which is where I started with my life cleaning up, I stopped following unnecessary accounts. So now I don't read passive-aggressive tweets from my parents. Really nice. It's like, I get it, Mom and Dad, you're worried about my future, but don't send me articles geared towards young adults. 21 ways for a 21-year-old to get back on their feet. No! The list is cliche as fuck. It's basically like numbers and alliteration. Clickbait. We know you want it. Honestly, that list should just have like one thing. It should be like, go back to college and like major in something marketable. People don't hire theater majors anymore. Oh, it's brutal, but the improvements really just start and end with Twitter. I spent $80 on this jacket, guys. That's a fifth of my rent. My rent's $400, I live in a closet, I wake up with cramps. It's brutal, it's really bad. But I love it, just look at this color. Is it too bright? Is the reflection too bright? God, I feel so cool in this jacket. I feel like I could walk onto a basketball court and be like, ball me! And they do it, and just be like, swoosh, and like look away while it goes in. It's so legit. But
my favorite part about Latin salsa music is the trumpet bits, because like the trumpet riffs, because they come out you hard and they're emotional and they're loud. Just all of a sudden in the song, you can just hear like ba-da-ba-bow, ba-da-ba. You guys, like, I want to say you know what I mean, but just like every bone in my body's like, they don't know what you mean, Tom. Don't tell them that. But it's great. I really love it. Do you guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, when I trumpet riff that, like, do you know what story I'm talking about?
Yep.
We're talking about like the love of like two people in New York, like young people in their mid to late 20s, but they can't openly express it because of gang-related violence, which plagues us nowadays. True story. One's a jet and one's a shark. We talk about West Side Story. Oh man. That's okay though. Like, it's always wrong of me to assume that you guys are a musical audience. Just to get up stage and be like, yeah, these people will be on board with like early 1980s musicals for sure. That rests on my shoulders, so you don't have to laugh at that part. Okay, here we go. Trumpeting, though, is the easiest instrument to fake because it's 3 buttons as opposed to every other instrument, which is like a lot of things.
4 buttons.
But yeah, 4, right? Because there's like a slide at the end. So, yeah. So like he knows more about faking trumpet than I do. It's because like I don't know how to play trumpet. I just know that it's 3 things. I'm on the bus listening to my Latin salsa music, and like when I'm sitting on the bus, I'll sit here. I'll listen to the music and like with these fingers pretend I know how to play trumpet, thinking that like I'm gonna impress somebody. Just somebody's gonna see me go like this and be like, he's a very interesting man because he's faking playing the trumpet on a bus. Just nobody's interested in that. And I keep thinking like, oh, in a dream world, somebody would be like, hey, I saw you fake that. Good job. And I'll be like, you bet. I'm killer at you just pushing three fingers down and faking with a slide. Oh, you guys are great. I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. See ya.
Anybody know the phrase, beer before liquor, you've never been sicker, liquor before beer, you're in the clear? Give us a cheer. And also, fuck yeah, I don't live by that phrase. I live by the phrase, fuck it, I'm super young. Beer, liquor, beer. Throw up like a little bit of my mouth, but like push it down and tell myself I'm okay. More beer, more liquor. Tequila shot, tequila shot, tequila shot. Question my life choices. Do my parents really love me, or are they just putting up with me until they retire? Beer, liquor, get really depressed, drink wine to keep it classy, try to turn my life around. And then throw up in the bathroom, and then walk out and see a kind of chubby lady and give her the like, and then get that back, and then make what could be the worst decision of my life, but one I ultimately not remember. What phrase do you guys live by? That's it for me tonight. Thank you guys so much for the wonderful audience.